Hi everyone, hope you're all well. It's Mark here again, the anxiety expert here at Newcastle Hypnotherapy. And today I'm going to share with you a really good anxiety calming technique, when I can say that right, which will help you to calm your anxiety down and to feel an awful lot better. It's pretty simple. It just takes a bit of practice. Okay, so thank you to everybody who has been sending me questions. Please keep them coming. I love the questions and I'll answer as many as I can through these videos. So how do we calm anxiety down? There's lots of different techniques, but one of my favorites is the stop and scan technique. And it's very simple in that we start by scanning our bodies. Just take a minute 3 or 4 times per day and just scan both your mind and your body, the system. It's the same thing. And just scan it and notice how you feel. And just notice if you have any anxiety, if you feel stressed or frustrated. And just very simply ask yourself a few little questions once you notice it. So say to yourself, first of all, where do I feel this feeling? What's it like? What can I do to make it stronger? What can I do to make it weaker? And what is this telling me? And it's really interesting that when we feel anxiety, rather than reacting to it and feeling awful and getting afraid, if we just start to analyze it and examine it, it changes the whole relationship. It's almost as though we step out of ourselves a couple of feet and we're looking back in. Now, we only want to do this for a minute or two. We don't want to stay in there, but just realize, what is it like when you have anxiety or stressed or frustrated? Where does it feel like? Does it feel, is it in your stomach? Is it in your mind? Is it in your shoulders? What color is it? And then what can you do at that point to make that feeling stronger? What can you do to take it down? And again, what exactly is this telling you? Why are you feeling anxious? And this just helps you to become aware of your triggers and the things that are going on. And it's interesting just to examine it. And it's better than just reacting to it. It really is important that we look at the anxiety and we just ask about it. And then what we want to do after 1 or 2 minutes, we don't want to stay in there too long, is we just want to stop it. And the best way to stop it and start making changes is to use some sort of visual symbol. I have some clients who bring up great big stop signs. Other people like to bring on a funny image. Some people play music or a cartoon. But you need some sort of visual cue, some sort of imaginary thing just to basically stop. You might even want to get your hand and say, stop, we want to stop this anxiety. And that's a useful thing to do. The next step is we need to ask ourselves, how do we want to feel? And this is really important. We need to focus more on where we want to be than the problem. So how would we rather feel? And most people say they'd like to feel confident. They'd like to be in control of their emotions. They'd like to be positive. They'd like to have lots of self-esteem. They'd like to be relaxed. And this is what we need to focus on. And then the idea is then act as if you are that person feeling much better. So go and take yourself for a test drive around the room or go for a walk. And how would I move? How would I be if I had more confidence, if I felt calm, if I was in control of my feelings? And it needs to be positive. And when people work at this, just acting as if, it's amazing that that anxiety just reduces way, way down. And we just really want to focus on how we feel, how we want to feel, and how we want to be, rather than constantly stuck in that negative anxiety pattern. And the whole point is, when people come to see me to work for anxiety problems, is we spend a lot of time stacking these positive feelings of good. Now, some people get stuck. I do have clients regularly who say, well, I don't remember the last time I felt good, or I felt awful for so long. But we always find one. Sometimes we really have to dig deep and drag it out, or we can just pretend that we feel good and we notice how we are. And then the whole point of using the tools that we use with NLP and hypnosis is we can amplify that feeling. We can make it stronger. We can make it better. And we get to the point where we can basically switch it on and off as we need to. So every time we start to feel awful, we just go through the tools, the routines, and it makes it much better. So the whole point of the program and using this technique is that we give you the tools that you need to be aware of your anxiety much earlier on, how to change how you feel, and then move into a much better state. And again, when we strengthen that, when we reinforce it with hypnotherapy and NLP and a lot of the other tools, people feel so much better. So try practicing that next time you feel anxious, or try it even before. Is just scan your system, notice where you feel it. How does it make you feel? What can you do to push it up? What can you do to bring it down? What things make it worse? What things make it better? Whereabouts in your body is it hiding? Ask if it has a shape or a color. and then bring up some sort of big stop sign, just stop it, play some silly music, and then decide how do you want to feel and act as if. It's very simple. It's nothing mind-blowing. But when we practice this and we do it a lot, it takes anxiety way, way down. Now, the whole point of doing these things is that you're trying to bring your anxiety down. And one of the things that does annoy me is that people who've been through CBT and counseling are taught, look, this is how we cope with it. This is how we manage it. I don't agree with that. I'm going to disagree with all of those silly views. The point is that we need to reduce the anxiety, we need to stop it, and then we need to eliminate it. And that's what we do as part of the Anxiety Freedom Program, is that we take people, and typically in sort of 4 to 6 weeks, we get it so it's eliminated and you're totally in control. And that's the way life should be. We should be enjoying life, having fun, and we shouldn't be crippled by anxiety, stress, and all these other problems. But with everything that's going on, it's pushing people more into that. So if you're one of those people who would like to sort your anxiety and fix it for good, simply click the link below to book a free strategy call with me. We can sit on the phone and have a good chat, see what's going on, see if we can help you and look at the best way forward. Remember also, there's a link there for my 5 big secrets to sorting out anxiety. Do watch that video. There's a lot more tips there. And of course, the YouTube channel is absolutely full of videos and tips, and there'll be more coming along daily as we put all those together. So get out and have a great day. Start playing with your anxiety, and we'll see you all again soon. Take care.